What up YouTube? This is Xackee Bonne and welcome to the channel. Unfortunately, I'm already done recording this video like this morning, but the problem was my microphone stopped, so I had to re-record the sound output for this. So anyway, right here now I'm actually typing my name. I usually use my name Xackee, not Xackee Bonne, because Xackee is like my gamer name always. So yeah. Now I've already registered in the game. Xackee, Cardfight Online, user ID, and all the good stuff. So yeah, I'm so hyped for this game. I'm so happy that Cardfight Online had given me the chance to be a beta tester for this. So I'm really happy. So yeah, I'm gonna click next now. So yeah, first deck for Cardfight Online is this Gear Chronicle trial deck. So what I did first was I went through all the tutorials 1 to 4 just to show everyone, especially those people who didn't have the chance to try out the beta, what it was to try the tutorials. Also for those people who have not played Vanguard before, this is their chance to look at how Vanguard is, or how it's taught by other people, or how it's taught by the game itself. So let's do it. So I first fight with Altamail. Welcome, this is Cardfight Online, this game where you become the one to lead your comrades as the vanguard and fight against other players online. Before you commence your fight in the world of Cardfight Online, allow me to walk you through this game. Oh, very helpful. If you do not need this tutorial, please click skip tutorial. You'll be able to begin your fight immediately. But I want to not skip the tutorial. Okay, let's continue the tutorial. The Vanguard is your avatar, as we all know, and he will lead you into battle. Ultimately, when the damage dealt to your opponent's Vanguard reaches 6, you win. Let's move on to the steps of the card fight. In this tutorial, let's cover the preparation steps on how... Wow, okay. First, select your starting Vanguard. First Vanguard is a very important card that becomes your first avatar. From here, you, as the Vanguard, will lead your comrades and enter the fight to win against your opponents. First Vanguard must be selected from the grade 0 cards. The number indicates grade, so this is the grade 0. As your first Vanguard, you may select any grade 0 card, but for this tutorial, as they said, we would rather have the one with Forerunner, so we will choose Gunner Gear Draco Kit. So for those people who are still starting out in Vanguard, it's always best to have someone, a Vanguard or starting Vanguard that moves back. But that's not always the case. There are some decks like Coco that has Lulu that stays in the soul and things like that. So anyway, this is the field. We have the Vanguard circle in the middle and all of the rear guard circles. So now once you're starting Vanguard, we say yeah, good stuff. I'm really sorry guys, I'm just re-recording this as I lost the mic in my first recording. I don't know what happened, so I'm actually just trying to fix this now. So yeah. I got blue, and me as a Vanguard player, I always want to go second, as I want to stride first. But if it comes to me going first, I don't mind, and I don't grade lock myself or grade lock the opponent so that they can't stride, because I don't play like that, yo. So anyway, let's draw your first card, and that's the suckiest draw you can ever find, as Altamail is saying now. The most ideal for any Vanguard hand, it's 1 grade 1, 1 grade 2, 1 grade 3. But as this guy is also saying, you can always return the cards in your hand and all the good stuff, blah 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 blah. So yeah, my impressions right now as of the moment is the game runs smoothly. I know that some people have had issues, but for me I haven't had any issues right now so far. Everything's been good. The game has been good. It's been really great. So, yeah. Before we start the Vanguard fight, there's a very exciting way to start the fight. So, just like the anime, you flip over your card and shout, "Stand up, the Vanguardo." So that's it. Then now the fight will stop here. Wow, great tutorial, Altamail. And get his trial deck. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. Now we're gonna fight Asha. Yeah, Asha. Once your vanguard stands, blah blah blah, your opponent begins. The fiercest fight. Okay. The fight consists of offense and defense. Once your turn is finished, your opponent's turn begins. Vanguard stands, and after a few turns, it is now your turn. One turn consists of 6 phases. First is the stand phase, then all of your rest units stand, meaning they turn face up. Face upright, sorry. When your unit is rested, it cannot attack. In this phase, you may enable it to attack by standing it. Once your stand phase is done, the draw is next. So that's why it's always stand and draw. You stand everything, then you draw. Then you have the ride phase. You ride to a higher level, which is the grade 2. Since we have the grade 1 unit, you ride a grade 2. And always note that you cannot skip from grade 1 to grade 3, or you cannot degrade or downgrade yourself from grade 3 to grade 2, grade 1 to grade 0, and everything like that. The result of the fight will depend on how fast you're able to ride up to grade 3. I think this is how Vanguard is trying to tell you, or a subtle way of telling us, that the chicken game isn't the way to win. I know some people have their own opinions about the chicken game, so I don't want to start any arguments or whatever, but for me, I really like to play Vanguard as, how it's meant to play, how it's meant to be played, actually. Oh, sorry about that Facebook notification noise. I actually forgot to turn off my sound, so you'll be hearing a few beeps. Then I turned this off right now. Yes, it's still sounding here, but I'm trying to turn this off now. Still sounding. Anyway, so once you ride your Vanguard, you usually you can call other cards from your hand, either the same grade as your Vanguard, or grades lower than your Vanguard, grade 1 or grade 0. In this case, because our Vanguard is in grade 2. Now we can also move your rear guards front, back, only in a vertical way. Basically, one column is front and back. You can't move it side to side. This is not like Ray Schwartz. So here I use the activated ability of Lucky Pot Draco Kid, but I thought this was a bug because I did not click the end phase after, I think. So this part here is it kind of holds up for a bit. So yeah, I'm reading stuff here supposedly, but anyway, the ability of Lucky Pot Draco Kid is like Margle. It just goes to Soul, gives 3,000 to any Gear Guard or any Gear Chronicle. Yeah, one of your Gear Chronicles or anything in your field, basically. So it's basically a Margle clone. See, so right here, I try clicking and everything just to realize that I did not press selected. So I double click, then I started typing that, okay, one bug I see was this and that. But then I realized that I just didn't click selected. And it will happen anytime now. Anytime now. So I even thought about skipping the tutorial. Maybe this was a bug in that phase of the tutorial. So I start typing right now, right here. Anytime now. This is just funny because I know that I was typing at this moment in time, and if you were to hear my recording of this, then you'd be laughing. Anyway, so I selected it, and then I realized that it was not a bug. And this is the part of the tutorial that will stop. Using abilities like this, blah blah blah. Many cards with different abilities. Collect cards and try their abilities. And this will be this is the end of the tutorial. Next phase. Learn battle phase in the next tutorial. Here's a trial deck for your surprise. Please leave. So now we have Asha's deck. Great. Now we're gonna have what's this guy's name? So this is now the battle phase of Vanguard. So for new players starting out, this is basically how it goes. The power you see on the left side, as the one indicated in the screen, is the power and as well as the life of your Vanguard or any unit you have. So when I attack his Vanguard, which is at 10,000, I can actually kill it. Well, not kill it, I can hit it. But you can't kill it unless the Vanguard is the only card in the field that can't be destroyed. But certain mechanics like delete can actually make the power of the Vanguard 0. So it's as if it's not there anymore. That's the delete mechanic. You may only attack the units in your opponent's front row. Yeah, you can't attack in the back row as well. You may choose to attack your opponent's Vanguard or rear guard. Attacking unit and boosting unit will rest at this time. Also, I think the tutorial will explain it here that only units with the boost icon, basically grade 1s and grade 0s, can actually give power to your front rear guards or can boost. The guard unit has a shield with number. This number gets added to the attack unit, so the number you see on the left side. If the total defending power is higher than the attacking power, then the guard is successful. That the attack does not hit. But it's still too early to give up, see? Thavas even says so. So when you're playing Vanguard, guys, never give up until the very last card, the 6th card. Never say you lose. I've tried many games before where my last card was a heal trigger twice, getting hit with a crit of 2. But I survived. Yeah. Luck is with me sometimes. Unlike my last tournament where I sucked so badly. All games I played were either grade stuck or I would be triple crit. Like always that, I don't understand that. Anyway, so back to the tutorial. Right now your Vanguard, go ahead and add 5,000 power to your Vanguard. So yeah, that's when you drive check, you can actually pull up a trigger so it gives the effects of a critical. Critical meaning 1 more damage plus power. So now the total power of our Vanguard is 23,000. There are also other kinds of triggers, the stand, the draw, the crit, and the heal trigger, which will all be seen in the tutorial, I think in the next one, or in this one, I don't remember. In the Vanguard grade 3, you'll be able to perform twin drive. Yes, when the higher you go, the highest you can reach is grade 3, you can go for twin drive. And if you go for a stride or a grade 4 unit, you get triple drive. When a triple drive, you can excuse me, I'm actually not feeling very well. The weather in Dubai sucks right now. So because of the weather, it's really cold and at the same time it's transitioning to hot. So yeah. Anyway, so we have a crit, so we dealt 2 damage to the opponent. And we can attack 1/8k, I think. Yeah, the one on the right, we can attack it with the... When one attack, drop zone is where the retired rear guards and cards used to guard are sent to. Oh yeah, this is funny. This part here is actually funny, as I don't know why Thavas would block the enemy. Let's just check it out. Maybe just to show that, you know, there are cards like... grade 2 cards can actually intercept. So what he does here is intercept. This time the unit is a rear guard, no drive check. When it's a rear guard's time to attack, there are no drive checks. Only the Vanguard can drive check. So what he does here is he intercepts, which is not ideal when you're in the real game of Vanguard, as that would be a waste of a card, as the other grade 1 can't kill you. But yeah, so what I do here is kill it, as the tutorial says, or asks me to do. It goes for a manly no guard. When the attack hits, the rear guard of unit is retired if you leave the field and be placed in the drop zone. Reducing opponent's rear guard can be an advantageous way to fight. Advantages. However, this alone cannot deal damage to your opponent. To deal damage, your attack must hit the Vanguard. There seems to be no units that can attack. The battle phase ends now. So he's going to show the 4 different types of triggers. So as I was mentioning earlier, we have the critical trigger, the stand trigger, which makes your unit stands. Yeah, we see that. Then the draw trigger, which you can draw additional cards, and the heal trigger, which can save your life, like almost always, if you have it. Then the tutorial in here, and he's gonna give me a trial deck, which still lacks so much cards. So anyway, for the 4th one, special actions. Basically, this is the stride one. This is the stride, or how to stride, is being shown here. So here we go into special actions. First off, stride. When both of you and your opponent's Vanguard rides to grade 3, this will be displayed during their ride phase. So that's why I want to go second, as usually when the first person rides to grade 3, well, actually it would depend on the situation or the cards you draw. When you go first and you don't have that much to guard, riding to grade 3 is a better option to do, so you can get more cards in your hand, as well as attack and possibly have like crits or more triggers to happen for you. And you pay. Oh, anyway, when you stride, you have to have a card that's grade 3 or a combination of cards that will reach grade 3. Basically, one grade 3 or 2 grade 2s, or 1 grade 2, 1 grade 1, or 3 grade 1s, which is less ideal. But we have cards like stride fodders that will be used, like they're grade 1s but they're counted as grade 3s when you're using them for stride. So when I attack the Vanguard, I will have 26,000, and the guy will be so shocked. See, 26,000 power alone. It's because of the heart. Your Vanguard has 11,000 plus the the stride unit is 15,000. It's 26,000. Mathematics is simple. Additionally, it holds triple drive, which far exceeds the grade 3 twin drive. Yes. 3 drive checks. Let's see what we pull. Critical trigger. This is Chrono's hand. Again, critical trigger. And another critical trigger. Okay. Of course, these powerful grade 4 units have conditions. Once the turn is over, it returns back into the G zone. Ultimately, the returned G unit will be placed facing up and will no longer be able to fight. You may have up to 8 cards in the G zone, so aim for a different card to stride on your next turn. So this is a recently added what can you say, step, because before in Vanguard people usually complain about getting screwed, getting grade locked. So this would help. What you do is, it's called the what's the name of this step? G assist. Yeah, G assist. So you G assist by discarding 2 cards and unflipping 2 of your stride units. So as you can see here, I'm riding my Chrono Jet. I'm looking for Chrono Jet. Then shuffles. Then once you add the card in your hand, you will need to pay for that action, which is remove 2 cards from your hand and 2 cards from your G zone. They don't go to your drop zone, they go to a different pile. It's basically, in Magic, it's called Exile. So they're basically exiled. It's a very hard choice to do, as what Alter Ego Messiah is saying, but that's the only best way to try to survive in Vanguard. If you're locked, you have to do things you have to do to survive. So yeah, so far this is just with the tutorials. I'm having fun with Vanguard already in Cardfight Online. So let's dig deeper if you can see like bugs or anything. So guys, if you can see any bugs right now, maybe not right now, maybe on the next videos, like, comment, subscribe, as I said. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Xackee Bonne out.